And we are live. Hello once again, friends and viewers, which at present is nobody. Well, that couldn't exactly have gone much worse than it did last time. Not only was the volume too loud, but also it turns out that the chat was not being recorded along with the gameplay. So, to any late viewers who will be catching up with this on YouTube, they are going to be completely in the dark as to what the conversations were at the time. Furthermore, I personally thought that my voice sounded a bit nasally and unpleasant, but that's a personal opinion, and I've been told that it's all in my head. So, you might have noticed that the setup is slightly changed since my camera is now to my left, and I am now using Twitch Studio as suggested by viewer Fries. Thank you very much, and hopefully this should solve the chat issue. So now, let's jump back in. Yes, bull lion. So, last time, which I believe was yesterday, we had made it from the beginning all the way to ring the first bell of awakening. Which means that if we're going for the regular path through the game, the next step would be to go to the depths, and then on to Blighttown. However, I was thinking I could do a little detour first, so that I can get myself a little item that I think might be useful in Blighttown. And hopefully not die on the way there. That could have gone better, but no matter. Even though the Kestis isn't as heavy-hitting as some other weapons that I've tried before, it feels very visceral and satisfying. So you know what? It's fun enough. Not necessarily top tier, but certainly a fun experience and a fun challenge. Roll on here. And then I've already gotten the key from the top of that building. So it should be as easy as ascending up here. I'm just checking to make sure I'm not missing anything. And curling up into this here nest. Now I've never actually gone to this location this early in the game, so I'm not certain how easy it's going to be at this level. I've done this in my more main game, and where I'm very high leveled, so it felt a bit too easy. I figure you're supposed to do this early enough in the game, though when exactly I don't know. I guess it's always going to be a matter of the specific player's preferences. That's right, we're back in the tutorial area. Oh god. Alright. Tough. It's going to be a bit tough. We're gonna have to commute all the way back there. Great. Well, whatever. It's some nice exercise, you know? So what I've noticed is that in most situations, it's better for me to use my right attack because it does more damage. But in a couple of cases, the left comes in handy because it attacks much faster. So that's going to be situationally very useful. And something peculiar about this weapon is that in this version of the game, you cannot two-hand the Kestis, which effectively means that you can't get it to do as much damage as some other weapons. And the reason why I mention it in this game is because I know for a fact that in Dark Souls 2, you can two-hand it. In fact, you can even power wield it, which is a mechanic unique to Dark Souls 2 and Elden Ring. So that's nice. We'll get there when we get there. Dark Souls 2 is the one I'm least excited about, frankly. Okay. Rematch. Why am I should just skip this cinematic. Sorry about that. Wasn't thinking there. Jesus. Oh god. Ah! Well, that's not fun. Whatever. Alright. Take 3. Yeah. I can just run past these guys. I don't need to fight them again. There's 2 issues. The first is range. Their torch hits faster and has longer reach than the Kestis. The second issue is stamina. I don't have enough stamina to down one and then dodge. And then the third issue is just that there's way more of them than there is me. So if each of them take 2 hits, and there's 4, then I gotta hit them 8 times. But they've only got to hit me like 3 or 4 times. So it's not ideal. And I don't believe I can parry the torches. Though, if I'm honest, I've never tried to do it. I'm not certain I want to do that now. I'm just mentioning it as a possibility. Maybe, you know, there's going to be a rogue pro Dark Souls player that's going to come to the comments somehow and say, hey, by the way, you can parry those guys. And there was no words to describe how you felt. So you opened your mouth. You started to sing. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. I should just... Ah, fuck. Anyways, I should just start, like, getting elevator music for this stream. If I had to pay $1 every time I use that lift, the owner would have, like, $10. But, like, whatever. They would make their money back on the ancient stone lift in the middle of nowhere. Skip. Skip. This time, let's not suck. I think I'm just gonna have to try to parry them at least once, just to see if it can be done. That's not what I want to do, but okay. Ah, God, motherfucker. Okay, that's one. 2 Estus flasks to down 1 basic enemy is not great, but I'll take it. This is the best I've done this far. Ah, thank God. Okay. That's the first hole we cleared. Hopefully there's a bonfire nearby, because I don't want to do that again. I know that if I go into that room, the floor is going to collapse, so... There should be a bonfire right there. Ah, thank Christ. Okay, now we're in business. Now we're getting somewhere. Yeah, I'm mainly just underleveled is all. But here we go. Okay, now we're cooking with gas. Oh God. Oh God. He's got little buddies apparently. Well, not anymore. Oh God. You know what? I kind of deserve that one. Okay. Let's try this again. Yeah, I could use the left hand to interrupt an attack, probably. Great. Yeah, this one can just summon explosions. Oh, hello. We have one viewer. Nice to have you with us. That's one more than I expected, frankly. This is... god damn it. Bit too familiar. Alright, I think I'm way too underleveled to handle this area right now. So, it's a shame, but I am, in fact, going to have to go to head to the depths. Though that does mean I'm going to have to go back through those 4 lunatics at the entrance. That's okay. I can run through. Or so I hope. Alright. Just gotta make it to the nest. And here we are. Okay. Well, that was a bit of a false start. Sorry about that. man. I am not wealthy enough to afford the kind of therapy this game is going to require. The worst part is that it happens on stream, you know? If you're playing by yourself and you have an embarrassing death like that, like... Okay. Okay, I'll take it. Embarrassing, yes. But... Okay. Sounds good. But yes. The worst thing about an embarrassing moment like that is that if you're playing alone, you know, you can ignore it. You can just go, whatever, you know, the game's frustrating, but I can move past this, I'm strong enough. I've dealt with difficult situations. But when it happens live on stream, it's like suddenly you question your own self-worth. You just go, oh my god. Why did I ever think this was a good idea? I'm entertaining precisely one person, and it's not me. Ah, fuck my asshole. Jesus Christ. Okay. Let's get into it. Can do this. This is just a constant reminder of how much of a disappointment I am. I'm out here punching rats. Get used to that. That's what today's going to be. Punching rats. Hello. Goodbye. I have my mic much closer to me than I'm used to. I want to avoid having to project too much. A, because it strains my voice if I'm not breathing correctly, which is it's very easy to forget how to breathe correctly when you are stressed, because you are being bloody humiliated by a game that you pretend to be good at. Live, with an audience. But having the mic closer, I think, is just going to allow my naturally deep voice to sound a lot better than it would otherwise if I had to shout everything I wanted to say. And my voice is going to be less hoarse overall. So overall, just good reasons to have the mic close, but it does mean that if I get, you know, too into the action and I lean forward, suddenly I'm bumping the mic. And that is not great, and I apologize if it happens on stream. And it's annoying because I should be able to tilt this mic vertically a little bit more, which would allow me to just like get it a bit more out of my hair. But unfortunately, because of gravity and just the setup of my office, that hasn't been working out for me very well. So it has to be like angled in a certain way, and when it's angled in that way, I bump myself on it. But, you know, them's the breaks. You not? Thank you. Nope. Okay. Alright, I just gotta get through, like, 12 more of these guys. I am not liking this. Why, oh why didn't I choose to go Schweihander? I could change. Nothing's forcing me to play Kestis. Other than my own pride and the fact that I've committed to it this far, and that I've sunk a lot of stream time and souls into getting these up to a viable level. Ooh, you son of a whore! Ah, you, sir. Do you know what? Do you know what? Cut it out! There, I showed him. Yeah. Swearing's nothing, just a stern rebuttal is all you need. Sure, it's easy to run and go, "Take this, fuckface!" It's satisfying too. But sometimes it's better to just go in and say, "Hey, I'm disappointed in you. You'll never amount to anything." You're the reason your parents divorced. Yeah, see, that's better. That one hits close to home. Stop it. Get some help. Whew. Well, that certainly was an adventure. But we're only getting started. Next up, let's take care of these two bozos. That's right. Don't you forget it. He said with a bolt prominently protruding from his ribs. God. Alright. We're almost there, and there we go. See, you have to run all around, because if you try to take the short way, you die. Simple as that. And now we get to one of my least favorite areas in the entire game. And it ends with one of my least favorite boss fights in the entire game. Honestly, this entire stretch of the game, the next several hours, I'm not a big fan of. This is usually where I decide whether or not I even want to continue at all. But first things first, we gotta give ourselves a little shortcut. There. That's nice. Hello there, strange epileptic corpse. So something that I found out recently, and this is a little tip for anybody that wants to get into Dark Souls. I would typically go for builds that were very, very high on the damage stats, mainly strength and dexterity, because I'm not a big fan of using magic in these games. Nothing against magic, I think magic is really cool, it's just that part of the reason I play these games is to roleplay as specific characters, and most of the characters that I want to roleplay as use physical weapons. And that's going to mean that I'm basically always using dex and strength. My first build that has any amount of magic is Elden Rings, because magic is the easy mode, and it's Prisoner. So I also start with the S-Talk, which, if you remember from last stream, I'm very fond of rapiers and thrusting swords overall. And the S-Talk is just fairly top tier as far as they go. You know, actually, I can say it. These bitches, because that is what they are. I hate them. But yes, what was I saying? The pro tip. Pro tip. So if ever you're struggling in any of the Souls-like game, it's because you're not leveling up your vitality. Or at least I was. I was never leveling up my vitality. And it sounds like...
Somebody help me, damn. I'm finished. How did this ever happen?
So this guy, you get the residence key, and you unlock him, and he gives you some magic. But as I've just established, I don't care for magic. But anyways, it sounds like a no-brainer, you know, you have more life, therefore, you know, the game's easier. But, like, the extent to which it's easier is, like, the whole thing. I frequently, I found myself, like, facing, you know, ridiculous situations where I was like, there's no way you can get through this. And the moment that I got a character where I was actually, like, leveling up the vitality worth a damn, like, I blew through a lot of those tough sections like it was nothing. Because part of it is just psychological. If you have a larger margin of error, you are more daring and you're less afraid in battle. And so you stand your grounds in more situations where you have the advantage. And even when things go, you know, tits up, you have more leeway to recover from it. So it's just incredible how much of a difference it makes. Now, I say this, at this point of the game, that's not going to help you. Unless you've been sinking, you know, all of your souls into vitality, you're still not going to have much. Knock, knock. Maybe I can get this guy? No. Okay. Let's strategically retreat. Come on. Ooh, 2 of them down. And a whole ass building in the way. This is going better than I thought it would. I thought these guys were just going to goddamn stabinate me into mulch. But no. No, that actually went, you know, decently. The Mail Breaker. I've always wanted to do a run that incorporates it, but I've never quite been able to do it. It's a high crit thrusting sword that has overall low damage, but it has a very cool parry animation. I should have been more careful there. Meep. Wow. That also worked a lot better than I expected. But I can't rest on my laurels. There's another one of them bitches. Jesus. The main problem with these is that they're very low to the ground, so if you're using thrusting weapons, they can be quite hard to hit. Even if you're using slashing weapons, anything that is not a vertical strike is very likely to miss these guys. And that can be frustrating. Especially since they attack very quickly, and as you perhaps observed, they inflict a bleed buildup. Got to be careful with the haymakers. Might better just boom, but kind of missed my opportunity there. Now I got 2 options, broadly speaking. I could tackle the boss now, or I could get myself a shortcut, which is obviously the right thing to do, and then tackle the boss. So that's what I'm gonna do. But the real question is, what bonfire do I want to use? I can use the Undead Parish one, which is the one that I've been using so far. Huh. Okay. Or I can use Firelink Shrine. And I think I might use Firelink Shrine because I believe that one will give me 10 Estus. Hello. Shortcut. Splat the rat. That I believe is Hot Fuzz. Ooh boy, that was close. And there we go. Now we're linked up with Firelink. And yeah, I think I will rest here, mainly so I can level up once more before the boss fight. It's also a little bit easier to do this way because you encounter less dogs and assassins. Of course, you encounter these guys, but like, come on, they're easier. Now we have to get ready for perhaps my least favorite boss fights. Because I feel like this specific fight is unfair in a way that is very unpleasant. So, let me elaborate. Most boss fights are going to be unfair for some reason or another, you know? Some of them you can cheese. This one is unfair because effectively what it does is it prevents you from maneuvering properly, and the layout makes it so that it's very difficult to get your camera to behave. You'll understand why in a couple seconds. It's not very complicated. It's just you're fighting this guy with a lot of reach in a very small arena. And he has dogs. Come on. It's okay. I'm not exactly hurting for Estus. God, I hate these dogs. There's the other one. There we go. That was easy enough. Alright, time for the Cap Demon. Ah, come on. Well, there you have it. Looks like fun to you? Jesus Christ. But yeah, bringing this to lighter topics. Right now I've been streaming for 2 days in a row at pretty sporadic times. I haven't been able to decide on a consistent streaming schedule yet. The main concern I have is that I'm away on vacation next week to a cottage where I'll barely have much internet access, much less my gaming PC with me. Oh, come on. Jesus. Bloody rats. So yes. So I haven't been wanting to make a firm commitment, you know. Oh, I'll do every, you know, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 6 to 8. When I know full well that, in the very short term, I will not be able to keep that commitment. It's also complicated by the fact that Twitch doesn't really give me an option to schedule individual streams, or rather, if it does, I haven't found how to make that work. It just gives me the option to schedule it, you know, for every of a particular day of the week at a specific time. Which is... it's fair when you consider that that's what you need to do in order to cultivate a community and an audience. You know, they want a predictable schedule that they can come to depend on. But what that means is that I haven't been able to firmly establish that schedule yet. But that's okay. I don't expect to have much of a community at this point. It's more going to be a series of people that were morbidly curious enough to watch the stream of a complete nobody. Okay, somehow that worked. Cool. Alright, time for a rematch, buddy. I'm dead. I am 110% dead. No. Don't do it, Waggles. Oh god. Fluffy, this is a bad time. Okay. Taking care of the dogs. Once we're down to just a demon, I can probably handle it. But I need to have enough HP to actually be able to tank a hit. And right now, he's being a real ass twat. And my dodging game seems to be off today. Ooh, God. That was bad. Oh, come on. This is also the first time that I'm really playing with music, so... Typically, I listen to my own stuff whilst playing. Obviously, I did not feel like that was appropriate for the stream. Besides, one of the appeals of this game is the atmosphere, and part of that is achieved through the music. Some would say most of that. I would disagree. See, at this point, so long as I don't do something suicidally moronic, I should be able to win just by nickel and diming him. Oh boy. I have no idea how I survived that one, but I did, and I'm not about to complain about it. And there we go. Now, before I hit up the depths, I'm going to hit up the Firelink Shrine so I can spend these stoles to not die immediately upon reaching the depths. Whew. What am I doing? Now again, I very much would like to have the rusted iron ring from the asylum before hitting up Blight Town, but clearly I'm just not at the point where that's a reasonable feat to achieve, so I could maybe just get good and get it done anyways, but that's not necessarily something that's very fun to watch happening live, and I feel like I would get too frustrated to be able to provide decent commentary. Though maybe that's exactly the kind of commentary my one viewer would enjoy. Seeing an otherwise calm and reasonable person slowly become unhinged as he can't get past one bullshit boss. There we go. Leveling up across the board. Come on, buddy. I'm not gonna hurt you much. Did I just quote Game of Thrones? That's Joffrey. I've been listening to the first book's audiobook recently, with my fiance. When we were coming back from a car journey, we had it on, and it was that Sansa chapter from book 1 where where the thing happens with Joffrey, and he says that line to Micah, the butcher boy. Good scene. Very tense. I enjoy fantasy literature, but I find that it's very hard to get into because there's kind of an oversaturation of the genre. As a result, you know, I actually end up reading very, very few fantasy literature, even though I know I like it. My favorite novel is Wiseman's Fear, the second book in the Kingkiller Chronicles series. My favorite series, incidentally, that I happen to be rereading right now. And I very much enjoy the Song of Ice and Fire series. But for some reason, I never read other fantasy books. God damn it. Why am I even fighting this guy? He's not on the way to the depths. Jesus. I hate myself. I hate my life right now. Yeah, you want some? You want some? Okay. Let's get you some. There. Unbelievable, these guys. Anyways. So to come back to a point I was making much earlier, I think this... I don't particularly like this stretch of the game, going from lower Undead Parish all the way to Blighttown. I think that's honestly, you know, a point where the game is not amazing for a significant amount of time. It gets better, because as soon as you're done with these things, you get to go to Sense Fortress, which is amazing. And then you have Anar Londo, which is the best area in the game. And after that, you get to go to New Londo, which I quite enjoy. I thought I wouldn't like it, but as it happens, I do. And after that, you have Duke's Archives, and that's where it kind of falls apart for me. Shoot me. Alright. This part's easy enough. I really detest those fire hollows today. Why'd you have to do this? Ah, you fucking cunt. Jeez. I'm gonna get demonetized. Well, actually, to get monetized, you need to have enough viewers, so... that's never going to happen. I can say what I want. Gonna uppercut a rat. Because that's the only amount of success I'm allowed to enjoy today. Just showing who's boss to a big rodent. Might as well get in a boxing match with a hamster. Honestly, knowing this game, I'd probably lose that fight. Rethinking my life choices right around now. Maybe I should just do the rest of this stream in a BoJack Horseman voice. This is useless. I'm failing everyone I know. Oh god. Not again. Okay. Now, back where I was, I need an actual strategy to deal with these torch-wielding fucks. So falling in a pile of box seems like a decent start. Let's handle these guys one at a time. That's one. Oh. Looks like Big Butcher Boy wants some. That's okay. I can deal with the Big Butcher. Come on, buddy. Let's have a fair fight. Ow. 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 Okay, I thought I could deal with this guy. But my timing is just really off today. Man. There we go. Jeez. I did my first stream going, oh, parrying's an essential skill, guys. Just remember to parry. And apparently, I can't take my own advice. You want my advice? Stay down. There. That's therapeutic. Come on, buddy. Come on. You can do it. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Come on, mate. Good shots. You missed. Ooh boy. Ooh, this one takes 3 hits. Or 4, if you're using left end. Come on. Quit moving around and let me kill you. He says playing with the Kestis. Presumably, you know, saying what the enemies have been saying all this time. Oh, come on. No? That's not enough for you? My goodness. I'm just an embarrassment today, apparently. But at least we have the large amber. Now I could upgrade my Kestis to +10, but I don't have the material. Hello. Fancy meeting you here. Ah! Who gave all these bald undeads goddamn rusty X-Acto knives? This place is a health and safety violation. We are in murky water there. I'm gonna get a fucking infection. Yes, yes.
Thank you.
Welcome.
I would have been a supper without you.
Debatable.
Being alive, I shudder to think.
Might have been breakfast.
Thank you. Thank you dearly.
No problem, mate.
I am Laurentius, or the Great Swamp.
I don't care.
I'll not forget what I did to you.
Cool. Bye. Hello. Fancy meeting you here. I killed your brother. Or lover. Or both. I'm not judging. Are you judging? Ow. Gonna start judging you real hard, buddy. Ow. Apparently I can't parry his heavy. Good to know. I would start taunting you, since I shoved my hand very far up your butt, but I'm guessing that's just what you got up to with that former associate of yours before I killed them. So, it felt like it would be a bit of a faux pas. If only there was a way of recapturing the magic of the first time you encountered this room. When I did it, I was playing live for my brother and one of his friends, and I did not know what was coming up, and I shrieked like a little girl. Now I know. So there. That's for bruising my fragile masculine ego. Bitch. Why am I punching a pile of murky ooze I found in a sewer? Ooh boy! Oh, you fuckface. I have no patience for your legs today. Goddamn grown-up Caillou-looking motherfucker. Strange miscellaneous mucus. Well, I best go punch it with my bare hands after having been burned, cut, and otherwise maimed in dozens of ways today whilst traveling an untreated sewage facility. I can't imagine how that would be a bad idea in any capacity. Can you, my lone viewer? And the only person that is keeping this from being the saddest, loneliest monologue of a man going into insanity. Thank you, by the way. I owe you the world. Ow. This is not a threat, it's just a hassle. Sure, I could dash through these guys. But then I have to deal with, you know, Baldy over there. I don't especially want to deal with slightly older Jeff Bezos without enough money to do a plastic surgery right now. Did that pile of mucus just push me? Alright. Now let's take care of Vin Diesel's anorexic twin over here. Done. Well, typically, you have to go a bit further into the dungeon before you can unlock this door, but I decided to start with a master key. So, I don't. Well, I'm alive, so that went better than expected. It's probably the tagline for this entire game, frankly. That's right, I can punch 4 rats at once. What can you do? I went to university for this shit. And I'm poisoned. So, this is a dead run. Let's get me an axe and get out of here. Now, I did consider the possibility of also leveling up this great axe as a secondary weapon if ever my Kestis is insufficient to meet whatever challenge. And you know what? I think that's reasonable. I don't know. What do you think, viewer? Not sure. It goes a bit against the spirit of this run. I'm not sure it's the right weapon, either. It's a purely strength, and maybe I'd be... Alright! Guess he really took that Vin Diesel comment personally. Here, I'll make it up to you. Come on. Come in. Got some tea in here. Haha, the tea was a distraction! Ah, fuck. Oh god. At least he can't aim for shit either. Another thing, I was thinking of also streaming some Civ 2. Chivalry 2, which is a multiplayer game, a medieval slasher. I quite enjoy it. I'm not good, but who cares? I'm not good at this game either, apparently. I thought I was. Until this stream. And how easily dashed my worldview was. And I realize I can't even win a fisticuff against the lowest rung of the social order. The mammals who live in shit. What's this? See, that's the key. Which way to go again? I think that way leads to a small, perilous jump, yeah. The jump is small, and it is also perilous. So will you take the chance? I will not. That's right, that's because I am, and this is true, a little bitch. Hello. No. Don't do that. I would rather you didn't. Oh boy. Okay. Hello. You having some trouble there? Ah! Well, this is quite the pickle, isn't it? He's too fat to crawl through. And I'm too easy to hit if I go. How do we resolve this? I guess being suicidal will have to do. Ah, God, he got through. Oh, God. Ah, Jesus fucking Christ. That's right, you missed. You missed again. Ow. You didn't miss this time. But neither did I. Apart from those two other hits where I missed, but he's dead. So, I guess it doesn't matter. And I think he doesn't respond. Oh boy, I did not want to do that. Help! Shit. Meep. Okay. They're dancing. You guys are having a party there. Oh boy, why did I do that? Why did I do that? Oh god. Okay, that was dumb. I didn't have enough stamina to go through that fight, and somehow I did. Die. God. Sometimes this game makes me feel like a whiny child. I'm just like, just get rid of it. I don't like it. I don't like the rats. Hopefully that's engaging content. If it's not, then I'm sorry, one guy. Or girl. One non-gendered viewer. Or... I don't think that's the right word. Oh god. Why did I do this? I am so dead. I am profound... No! Yeah, I'm gonna die. I die here tonight, folks. I do not like these basilisks. No Estus. Trapped away from my supply lines in a pit full of rats and basilisks. Meep! Alright. Okay. I see. This is how we're going to be playing it. Come on. Come on. Don't you fucking dare. I want his family dead. I want him dead. I want his family dead. And I want his house burned to the ground. We can do this. Why, hello there. Well, those rats didn't put up much resistance. Guess they weren't that attached to the concept of living. I don't fault them. At this moment, I do not fault them one bit. That went well. Okay. Next on the chopping block is me. Apparently. Shite. This door is a better player than I am, frankly. Like, I would not have lived through that fight if it weren't for that door. You're the piece of shit that made me fall into the basilisk pit. Die. We'll get our souls back. We'll just have to take the long way round. And meet with my nightmares for tonight. Hello! Please don't murder me. Ow. Okay then. Guess it's murder o'clock. I guess I deserved that one. Though that one was uncalled for. You know, I should be panicking more than I am. But honestly, it's a lot easier to dodge and hit them when they're so big. Oh. Lord in heaven, why do you do this to me? I'm back in the bloody basilisk pit. And I didn't even kill the giant rats. Alright. Come on. Don't be shy now. I'm just gonna get you to meet your makers, all. Okay, that's deeper into the Bassus pit. Hello. You're the one that killed me last time, aren't you? Well, time for me to return the favor. Honestly, I can't even remember if you get anything for killing a giant rat other than souls. But I'm gonna rematch him. I think I can take him. Especially after I beat the shit out of him the first time. And to be fair, I got my shortcut now, so this is not a problem. It's just tying up loose ends, let's say. Hello. How you doing? Can I punch you through here? No, doesn't seem like I can. That would have been awfully convenient for me. Well, maybe I can if I'm creative about it. Yeah, there we go. That's what I want. No? You're gonna move away? Smart move, buddy. It's okay. I'll be back. Just give me time to run around the block a bit. Gotta warm up before I beat your ass. See, now this is not so much a jaunt into an open sewer canal, but more of a lovely stroll through an open sewer canal, but still improving. You know, I'll take what I can get. Is that mucus? No, thank you. Not down to catch Ebola tonight. Why do I say things? Hello. Missed me? Ooh. That was fun. Let's do that again. Fortunately, we won't. Because this is one of them bosses that does not respawn. And you know, come to think of it, I'm not sure I ever went on those upper levels here. Like in any of my game. This is probably a one of them suicidally moronic ideas I was talking about earlier, but I'm gonna try to go through the Bassus cave. Meep. See, I'm not the only one that realizes you can hit through bars sometimes. Though I'm the only one that's good at it, apparently. Come on. Oh boy, that's not good. That was a close one. But I won, so it's alright. And I'm about to get ambushed. I'm in danger. Oh god. Yeah. Suicidally moronic was right. That is a lovely garden decoration. Okay. So I need me a purging stone. Apparently. Believe it or not, I've never actually been cursed in this game. Because typically I have weapons with reach worth a damn. But that's certainly a game-breakingly crippling thing I wasn't expecting. Alright. The quest for the Purging Stone, then. Boy. Listen, buddy. This is the perfect time to mess with me. I'm very feeble. But I would rather you didn't. No! I can't do it. I can't do it. Oh, you. I have no words. I'm in no mood, sir. $8,000 souls. Gone. Okay. Sure. I don't care. You can kill me. I've nothing left to lose. You've driven me to this. I hope you're proud of yourself. I will round up every last one of you, set fire to your farms, and sow the fields with salt. No god will shield me from my anger. Shield me? Shield you! Though, to be fair, if anger is a self-destructive force, then no god will shield me either. To be fair, this is not entirely the Basilisk's fault, so it would be unfair for me to take out my anger on them completely. It's the rats I hate. The fiery anger right now. Hey, that's me. That's my own corpse. Now, I'm hoping that there's a purging stone somewhere in this level. I don't remember explicitly whether that is the case, but I'm hoping. Hey, you broke the statue of me. That's very rude. If there isn't, I'm probably going to have to backtrack to get one, because playing this game regularly is difficult. At half health, I would literally rather restart and use a weapon worth a damn. There's one behind me, isn't there? I thought I saw one of them jump out of here. Ooh, there he is. Okay. That was a close one. At least I know I get a ring that I like. The Ring of Evil Eye from this. But still. Is there no purging stone here? I'm pretty sure this is not a purging stone. I think this is just a soul. No, it's humanity. I'm gonna have to go get a purging stone. I don't even know if any shopkeeper sells a purging stone at this point in the game. There's two that I can think to check out. There's, actually there's three, but one of them is quite a ways back. So functionally there's two. There's one in this dungeon, near the bonfire. Maybe he has one, hopefully. And there is that weird lady in the tunnel that I kept on ignoring. I think maybe she has some. But I'll just have to check because I happen not to know this offhand. And if I go through all this and neither of them have it, then that might be game over. I might have to start a new game.
I'm Donald of Xena. I'm just, well, a peddler of sorts. I adore trinkets and oddities, so I trade for them. I'm afraid I don't see anything here. Well, that is a shame. But no matter. No, not to worry. Come back again. I'm always available. Not every trade was meant to be.
So that's 1 out of 2 options out of the question. Wow. And the other one requires me to get out of the depths. Alright. Well, that's it for today. I'm gonna have to do some research, see if I can even get one of these stones at this point of the game. And if I can't, well, this was enjoyable, but fuck this game. I'm going to start over with a new build. And that's just what it's going to be. So to my one viewer, thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you had some fun. And perhaps we will see one another some other time. Cheers, mate. Ow.